The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Singletary to get the drive started. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 27, Murray escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
Yeah, they should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Murray now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Handoff on the option to Singletary. And some room to work. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. They'll send Brown in motion right. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The slot man in motion right. Murray now. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 6-0 our score after 1. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Eagles at 5-4 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Mike 9, watch the curl, watch the curls. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hey, we gotta get tonight. Mike over there.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
From the 44, Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Let's go. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I got you. New Mike 52.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Room here to run. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Mike 17. That's right, baby. They don't want
Right back to Cotter here on 1st. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down at 7.
I know you ain't got it. Man left. You got 4. Hey, shit. Spike 2 is the Mike. Mike spike 2. Mike spike 2. Rip right. Hey, Mike 52.
Murray going to throw. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Where's 52? Watch 52. Big is. Hey, here I come. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the run. Check.
In motion right is Brown.
Omaha. Defense. Let's go, defense. 52, Mike, 52. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Nagar's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Robbie Anderson from 21 yards away. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Moore, the man in motion. On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray flushed out right. High throw, but the catch is made. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the run. Hey. Watch the screen.
Throwing again, Murray. He's got Brown on the out route complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Murray again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Nagar's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Hunt is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
From the 25 on second down, Murray looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got one. 52's the mic, boys. 52. He don't know no better. Where's 52? Watch 52. That's one. 52's the mic. Coming this way.
From the gun, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Hey, watch the slide. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Yeah,
Here's Murray. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Let's get off the field, D. No, check that. We're going to mic 52 right here.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike 52.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Okay. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. From the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount. Right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. First down, Murray. And I think the ball's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
17. I'm coming for you, Mike. 17's Mike 17.
They'll send Brown in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
17's Mike 17.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
17. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 17. Mike 17.
On second and 10, Murray. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw is Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Mike check 33. 33. Time to go. Night, night. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Rip left. Rip left.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown.